Independence Day, we unpack what people actually mean by financial independence, the friction points between high targets seen on spreadsheets and real life goals and expenses, and how people can actually navigate the sweet spot of building a secure financial future. Hey, hi, Sham.
Hello.
Hi. Sham, so Independence Day is coming up, so we thought we'll talk about financial independence. And at Milestones 12, we've been doing a lot of work on financial freedom, financial independence over the last month. We did a survey, and surprisingly, we thought that people would associate financial freedom with being able to retire early. Surprisingly, we found that a lot more people associated it with being debt free and ability to spend on whatever they wish to. And their concern was that they are not able to earn or save as much as they would like to for these kind of goals. Now, this seems very different, isn't it? Usually, the FIRE movement is all about retiring early and all that. So, how did this? Have you seen this change in aspirations coming over the years?
No, actually, the aspirations have not changed. What we are speaking is two sets of people. One set of people who are the fire aspirants. They work a lot on Excel. Okay, people buy Excel and then they buy Excel, whatever, master templates in which they input their numbers and then they see when they can retire early. They play around with numbers and see. So those people actually think about financial independence and retiring early through numbers. It's not through psychology. It's purely through numbers. Most engineers, I would put, fall in this category. So they do some investing on the side to achieve these numbers, and quite a few of them have actually done reasonably well in over a decade. So the vintage of this fire group is longer.
Okay.
The second group is what you mentioned, who show up in our survey in larger number. That's what is puzzling you. Why are people talking about becoming debt free? Because of COVID, the post-COVID influencer era dinned into people's head that they should not have a loan, that they should not even have a home loan at 7%, that it is risky. Then you have today the AI movement,
Yeah.
which is further playing on the fears in the minds of people. So they think if I don't have a loan, first stage, then I'm in a better place. And after that, their concept is that let me see what else I can do to create better financial security. So it becomes almost a single point obsession
Okay.
that repay your loan. So instead of investing most of their savings, even in the market bottom of 2020 and 21, went to loan repayment. Because they said, I'm going to go debt free, then I will see what I will do. So it becomes almost a single minded obsession. I think it's largely due to the influencer
Okay.
conversations and their propaganda.
Okay.
It is very easy to tell a viewer that if you have loan, especially a home loan, there are serious consequences. So people go all out to repay the home loan. So that's that set that you're seeing. So being debt free is seen as such a important thing, as the only thing actually. It is important, but it's not the only thing, right? And that itself people think gives them financial freedom. Probably after they become debt free, they start thinking differently. That's what I have observed in numerous people I've met. After they repaid the loan fully, they realized that they have missed out on investing because they rushed too fast to repay that loan. I generally tell people that if you've taken a home loan, try to repay it between 7 and 10 years. If you do it in this time horizon, it is sufficient. So you can space it accordingly. Every year you can, make a bullet payment and reduce it. But a lot of people finish off the loan in 5 years and all that. After that, they realize that they lost one market cycle in equity. Oh, that's sad. Many people who have repaid these loans in a hurry in 2020, 21, 22, they have come into the equity market in 24.
Yeah.
And you know what has happened in these
Yeah.
2 years. It's not been great. So on the one side, they're debt free, but the wealth creation has not happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the second set. I think people need to look at their circumstances better, understand their circumstances better, and then create a path towards their financial independence or financial freedom, whatever you call it. It's very personal. You can't put a formula to it. It cannot be, arrested inside an Excel sheet. It's very personal. That's how I think I will see it. Because where you want to live once you stop working. Suppose you want to go and live in your village by a river, the amount of money required is different from how much money you'll require if you live in Bombay or Delhi or even Bangalore. So these things are what makes it very personal. And a lot of people uh, have to also take care of their children for a very long period of time. There are situations where people have to provide for their children. There are special circumstances. So each person has to look at their life, and accordingly they need to fashion their own notion of financial independence and financial freedom.
So, what you said is applicable predominantly to the millennials, the Gen X, and all that. There is also another set, the Gen Z, which I did mention in my when I questioned you earlier, that they are looking at financial freedom as the ability to spend on whatever they wish to. So this binging on spending is something we are seeing also outside, and it is just reflected in our survey also. So would you think that ability to spend as a financial freedom goal makes sense?
It does. I'm in that camp, squarely in that camp. See, I'll give you an example. In your early years, you may want to do something which costs a lot of money, which will probably take away uh, 1 year's savings or even 2 years' savings. Then you stop yourself. Then you wait 10 years. After 10 years, your priorities change. You don't do it. Like going on a particular trip, buying a particular vehicle. There's so many aspirations. Buying a particular gadget, which is very, very expensive. Building a home theater. It could be anything. Each person has a different aspiration, which costs a lot of money. And it's not wrong to have these aspirations, right? And what I noticed is by the time you come to the stage where you can have it, it's a long journey. It's at least 2 decades,
Okay.
if not more. So it's well earned freedom actually to spend like that.
Okay.
And I think you should, after working so hard to earn that freedom, be able to spend as you wish.
Okay.
So it's not something which is meant to be criticized or mocked or made fun of or trivialized. Aspiration is what we all live for. If you want to spend in a particular way and that is your aspiration, fulfilling that aspiration in a responsible way is financial independence to me.
Okay, okay. So going back to this whole concept of retiring early, which you said has vintage, it doesn't mean at the end of the day that if you retire early, you sit in a village and watch the river flow by. A lot of people want to have some purpose in life, and they do end up taking up some passion projects. You are a good example of that. So today, if I see you running all the time. It's not that you're stress free or anything. So, what does being financially free actually bring, and what does it not bring?
So I'll tell you what it brings. So I have not seen my bank account balance in years. There's been no reason for me to see. So that is, for me, that is freedom. If I have to worry about my bank balance and how I'll pay the next month's bills or whether I have enough money to run my life for the next year, I think I don't know how I would be. Okay, so that fear is what made me run to the place where I currently am. And so that's very important to me. So I can do whatever I want. Like so many things we do, which we just do on whim. I would say impulse. Like somebody asks you for a favor, somebody says, this person needs a financial assistance, some cost comes. So all these things you're able to do without thinking twice,
Okay.
right? So for me, that is a state where I want to be in for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to suddenly say, oh, these days we are not having enough money, so I should not, support causes. I should not spend money in this way. I should not do that. For me, that would be
Okay.
loss of freedom. So this freedom is very valuable. And it's very hard earned. It is not something that comes easily. And what does this do? It lets you do your work and other things without worrying about how much money will come from it. Because when you are always driven by financial target of how much am I going to earn this year for myself, then you stop enjoying the work. That is my first uh, experience.
Okay.
The next thing is, suppose you have earned that money, and the money is yet to reach you. Like you have to collect it from a lot of people. Then it becomes miserable. Many people earn a lot of money. Like I see lawyers, there are a lot of bills, but the money is not coming in. So they have to follow up and collect that money. I don't want to be in that place. Like, if you have done work, the money should automatically come in. Otherwise, don't do work because you stop liking the work as much if you have to do collection of money. I did business. I had a lot of experience collecting money. I didn't like doing business only for that one reason. Because so much time is spent uh, chasing payments. So that's for me. Anything that I do where I have to go and collect money, I don't want to do because then your relationship with money also becomes a little bit bitter, if I may say. So if you have a pleasant experience with money and you are financially free, you don't have to worry about paying the next month's bills, and you are enjoying what you do. I think that keeps me going.
Okay. Okay.
So I told you what all it brings to me, right? What does it not bring? It doesn't make me lose sleep first. A lot of people lose sleep over money, so you don't lose sleep, and you're not actually hungry to make more money. I think that's very important. You know, though you're a professional, you're working for others and all that, you're not really. It's not the money that motivates you. Something else. So this becomes a byproduct. I think until you have enough money, making money is the main product.
Okay.
Once you are financially independent or financially free, I believe that making money becomes a byproduct.
Okay.
It's not the main thing.
Okay.
You enjoy doing what you do, and that gives you more purpose and meaning. You run around. Yeah, you said there'll be some stress here and there, but you manage it very comfortably because you're not doing it just for the money.
Yeah.
You're able to deal with it more sensibly and with better emotional intelligence. So when money becomes a byproduct, I think you're in a best place.
Okay.
So I'm not actually working for money. That is what it
Okay.
does not make me do.
Okay.
But
Okay.
money is a byproduct.
Okay.
I think it's a very subtle shift only because somebody may say, "So what? You're anyway getting the money," but it's not like that. Psychologically, you don't think about the money every day.
Okay.
It's just a. It's like if you scored 350 runs in an innings, after that you are going to keep batting to enjoy your batting. You are not going to see the scoreboard after every ball. It's like that.
Okay. See, this is a very important question for any saver. So, somebody in their early 20s, just starting out on their job, may think that they can think about financial freedom slightly later in their life. Whereas somebody at 40, with a lot of obligations to be met and all that, may think, it's really late to think of financial freedom. They need to slog for the rest of their life. Now, at what point in time in any investor's journey should they start thinking of financial freedom seriously?
See, every individual has to earn his freedom. Your financial freedom is not what you inherit. You, in your own right, standing on your own feet, are able to have enough money to make any financial choice. You can decide to work, you can decide not to work, you can decide to work only a few hours, you can decide to work as much as you want, and you can turn work away. You can take on whatever work you want. You have all these choices only if you have financial freedom. And what that freedom gives you is the quality of life, even if you're going to do the same amount of work, increases because your choices become better.
Okay.
The life choices become better. So I think that from the day I started working, for me, it is very important that I should reach a place where I don't worry about money. That place kept shifting, and I do agree that the last 3 decades has seen this shift happen. I've seen people who 3-4 years ago said 1 crore is enough for a family to achieve
Yeah.
financial freedom. just add one more digit
Yeah.
coolly
Yeah.
without revisiting what changed in these 3 years.
Mm.
What changed is they learnt or understood financial freedom only now. Whereas I understood it very differently from the day I started pursuing it. For me, it was one milestone at a time. First, you reach one number, then go to the next number, then the next number. Once you have reached 1 crore, decide when you are going to put the next digit next to it. When are you going to make it 10? Once you go to 10, how are you going to add the next zero? And then the next one. So, this process of reaching a point where you don't need any more money to run your life and then growing that freedom because it's not an end destination. That's
Yeah.
the most important point that I learned. And I was able to do it because I started early. That is why starting early is very important. If
So
some,
do you think that then starting late people lose out a lot? How can they make up?
the honest answer is they have lost a lot. And the good news is if they are in the peak phase of earnings in their life, they could make up for a significant amount of lost time. That's the good news.
Okay.
Because in 15 years, somebody who's starting at 40 can achieve financial freedom, which somebody who starts at 20 achieves probably in 20 years. So you'll take probably 5 years less. If you are really doing exceptionally well and earning unbelievable amounts of money in your 40s and you have some savings rate of 70%, 65, 70, I know people who have 80% savings rate, then it's like you can accelerate towards financial freedom very fast. A lot of people see this shift in income happen suddenly in their mid, late 30s, early 40s because they leave a particular kind of job and go to another job. Like many people left traditional IT companies and went into some really good startups where their contributions are valued very differently. So their life turned. And people in their 40s today are leading businesses, business leaders, professionals. Their life is very different. Their remuneration and compensation is very different from what it was when they were a manager or part of
Yeah.
a middle level. So even if they were careless for, let's say, not careless, even if they were not the worrying type and lived life one day at a time for the first decade and then lived the second decade also very casually, the third decade of their life can be used to make up for at least a good part of the last 2 decades. That is my belief.
Okay.
If they are in that position to do a lot more.
Okay. So you just told us about this very high savings rate of even 70, 80%. Now, don't you think this also is very challenging because it comes at a time when they will be having multiple goals to meet
Yes.
in their daily lives, and how do you look at it? Then you look at a very high rate of compounding to also aid them.
Correct.
Uh,
Absolutely. So where does this begin? First, both partners work. Both of them are doing well. One of them exceptionally well. Sometimes both of them do exceptionally well. Even if one person is doing exceptionally well and another person is doing well, then they kind of structure in such a way that both of them contribute equally to run the family, and the person earning more contributes to create the financial freedom. Good understanding, and they pursue better compounding, superior compounding.
yeah.
Now, when you're at a stage of life where you already missed out, let's say you are come to 40, you already missed out on what you needed to do. Like you have gold, you have one house, but you don't have enough money to think of not working.
Yeah.
This is a typical
Yeah. True. Typical. Yeah.
case today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is this like this? Because when they should be compounding, they were paying interest, home loan interest. This is one typical thing.
Yeah.
Or they bought some plots and other things which have not delivered
True.
inflation beating
Yeah.
returns.
Yeah.
In bad investments,
Yeah.
and instead of compounding, you are paying interest expenses. Now you flip this. Instead of paying interest, you start compounding and you get superior compounding. This is what you need to do. So this is what I have seen these people do, where they have high earnings and high saving. High earning, high saving, superior compounding. Both of them are clear about how they're going to run the family, because both of them are supporting the family. The expenses like education will be the main thing at that stage of people's lives, is well taken care of.
Yeah. So in India, I think from what you say, it is more like a family goal of financial independence rather than the Western concept of individual financial independence.
Absolutely. When we started financial planning, first only one person would come and do the plan. We would insist that both come for the review. And when both come, they've prepared the other person, because I'll tell you, very interesting. If only one person does the plan, they don't bother the other person. But when you say both should come, they start discussing the
True.
goals,
Yeah.
because they don't want to have surprises at the end. So the quality of the conversation goes up between them. Forget about what we contribute. We are not the main actors in this. The quality of the conversation between the couple goes up significantly. They start discussing. Otherwise, they would be arguing. And then when they fill all this and come to certain agreeables, they proceed on the plan based on these agreeables. Okay, the whole color of a family conversation changes, and then that family conversation grows. I think it's very beautiful to see that happen, because otherwise, yeah, one of them may be smarter, very accomplished, very capable of doing everything on their own. That's not the point. When the family owns an aspiration together, I think it grows better.
Okay.
And that's something I have seen in these 16 years repeatedly. Repeatedly.
It's also easier to achieve goals together, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's very good. You have to be on the same page, even if you have very different personalities, very different aspirations, very different belief systems. On common factors, you should be on the same page, and you should work towards those common factors. Once you have reached your common goals, then you say, okay, now, hey, you wanted something, no, why don't you try that? Then the other person will say, hey, no, it's okay, you also try what you wanted. Then you add those as a layer above your common goals. So you have the higher goals, and then you will have even higher goals. So this whole process, no, it's a progression. That's how financial planning becomes, when the whole family is involved. And I think the value of that is very, very underappreciated. In fact, I'll go one step further. If you are in a business family, or even in a family of professionals where both work, bringing the children into this goal when they are adolescents or when they are teenagers is not a bad idea. Making them understand where you are. Many parents are very afraid that if the children know what money they have, they may ask for more things or other things. Partly true. I'm not disputing that. But if you make them understand what are the larger goals, then they will connect their aspiration for lifestyle with the larger goal and say, okay, now let me be happy with this
Yeah.
smartwatch. Let me not insist on an Apple Watch. Let me be happy with this tablet. I don't need the priciest tablet. Let me use this laptop. I don't need to buy the most fancy laptop which costs too much money. Let me study in this school or this college. This is sufficient. I don't have to go and waste all the money and study in Europe or US. All these thoughts will come when they understand the entire financial palette of the family. And I think first it's between the couple, then you bring in the children, and then the family sits together, plans, and ensures that everybody gets to where they want to get after the family gets to where it has to get. So it's the individual aspiration comes after the family aspirations are met, or the family needs and goals are met. Because family's sustenance needs certain things, right? That is what financial independence is. You're ready to stop working. You're ready to not do a day job and still be comfortable living. After that only you can do all the higher things, in my opinion. So that conversation, it moves, grows, and then fulfills. That's how I see this. I believe that it should be a family goal.
Okay.
I strongly believe.
Okay. Then coming to the financial freedom number, now the spreadsheet based numbers is a long winded process. A lot of people who want to scientifically do it sit with financial planners and do it. And then here at Milestones 12, we have a 1 crore goal, and we say, that is the starting point. We have the $1 million milestone program. And going back to our survey, a lot of people said that their freedom number is between
5
5
crore.
to 10 crores. Some of them said 1 to 5 crores. So, somewhere, today the sweet spot looks like it's between 1 to 10 crore. Would you agree with that? And why is it so?
I completely agree with that. This decade, starting 2020, it started on a very rocky note, but this decade has grown the minds of people, expanded the horizons of people like no other. First, they are able to see what is the potential of their own lives in money terms. So, the financial potential is something that is being measured in a much better way today.
Okay.
So, they're able to see themselves 5 years away, 10 years away, 15 years away,
Okay.
and where they will be financially. So, it's giving them clarity. Hey, I can be there. Why can't I go there? And when they start believing that they can go to the next place, which is a better place, which is a fixed place, it could be 5 crore, 10 crore, numbers are not really the issue. When they start seeing themselves in that place, they start moving themselves towards that. So they start doing everything that is needed to reach that place.
Yeah.
And that is something which people are doing with far more confidence. And that is why the number that they see has increased. It's not because somebody makes a video saying that you can also do 1 crore. I have made many of them. It's not because I am saying this. They are seeing themselves in that place. That's the beauty of it. And the $1 million milestone also is nothing but me telling them that you can actually see yourself in that place. Let us try to see how you can get there, and let us see what our lives can become. Why don't you try? It's like a gentle nudge.
Yeah.
And people are able to see it. It's to their credit that they're able to see themselves in a better place in the future. And the moment they see themselves in a better place in the future, they're ready to move towards that place. Now, let's take the other fancy numbers that are being clickbait.
Yeah. We had a 40 crore number floating
A
around.
lot of
Yeah.
numbers, 12
Yeah.
crore,
Yeah.
40 crore, 100
Yeah.
crore, whatever. You can even say 1,000 crores. No problem. Why 40? Let's talk 1,000 crores. There's nothing wrong in that number. But understand that it is relevant to you only if you can see yourself there. You have to see the path to that place. Simply putting a number
Yeah.
randomly in the minds of millions of people and then making them feel small serves no social purpose. I disagree. It has meaning to me only if I am able to make you see yourself in that place. Otherwise, any number that is put before anybody is not genuine. You should be able to make that person see them where that number is. They should be able to see themselves. That is the key.
Okay.
Once you pass that test, then numbers must be respected and they get the due sanctity. They are real.
Yeah.
That is what I feel
Okay.
about these big numbers. So 1, 5, 10, 100, 1,000, I'm not going into the merits of that number. But the person who is talking that number must be able to see himself reach that number. He should see a path to that number. Then I will respect that number.
Okay.
And I will say that a lot of people are seeing this number. The success of Milestones 12 or the $1 million milestone program is almost everyone is able to see where they can be. Okay. Some people realize that they cannot be where they thought they should be, but they still reconcile to where they can realistically reach, and they still reach that place,
Yeah.
which itself is a great success for them that they're able to see that.
True.
Because once you see yourself in a place and you start going towards it, something else can happen to actually help you go to a better place. This is my life experience.
Okay.
So if I'm sitting here in this place financially and thinking of the next zero, I won't say that 20 years back I thought I will be here. But the fact that I set the next goal, the next milestone and work towards it, make me see my potential at every point in time and also think of how much my potential can expand, where I can bring more efficiency to what money can do in my life, and where that won't affect my financial stability, where it's within my risk capacity. And I still did more. I am of the view that all these people, whether they are in M2W trying to do 1 crore or going beyond that, trying to do $1 million milestone, whether they're investing through us or on their own, whatever, I am very confident that they are seeing themselves the way they ought to.
Yeah.
That's the success of all these things.
Mm.
The rest are incidental.
Okay.
How many people watch your video? How many people fight with you? How many people clap? How many people say they like you?
Mm.
That's all incidental. But this is the core.
Okay. Sham, what do you think are the mistakes people make? They all are very aspirational and they diligently save, but somewhere along the line, a lot of mistakes tend to happen, isn't it? So, in the path to financial independence.
Chasing fads,
Mm.
like people chase fads at the wrong time.
Mm.
So that sets them back by almost a decade. If you
Mm.
make a bad investment judgment because you chased a fad, you lose 10 years.
Mm.
They don't realize that. So chasing popular fancy things is something that
Mm.
people do all the time. And then drastically altering their asset allocation on impulse.
Mm.
Like you had no plan to buy a retirement home. You had no plan to buy an extra apartment.
Mm.
Suddenly, one Sunday morning, you see one advertisement and go
Mm.
into it.
Mm.
Now, you are not financially ready to do it.
Mm.
You know what you do? You change everything else, all your other plans,
Mm.
so that you do this.
Mm. Yeah.
It's like suddenly you decide to bring an elephant into your house.
Mm.
Your house is not built
Mm.
for an elephant.
Mm.
Similarly, your personal finance is not built for that extra house. It's not structured for that.
Mm.
So when you want to bring that elephant into your life, you change everything else in your life without thinking of what will happen, what are the consequences. So very emotional, impulsive, big decisions. This is what I think people
Mm.
make
Mm.
as a mistake, and that's something they should avoid.
Mm. Okay.
These two things.
Okay. Also, very important question here is the compounding power of equities vis-a-vis investing in debt or even real estate, land, whatever. So, do you think that people who are more aggressive on equities can reach financial independence early?
So I've been fairly active on equity.
Mm.
I won't say aggressive.
Mm.
I've been very active
Mm.
in that asset
Mm.
class, and I have used that asset class aggressively
Mm.
only when the valuations are completely in my favor,
Okay. Mm.
not at all times.
Mm.
So when the valuations are not in favor, I will not use equity as aggressively
Mm.
as I would when the valuations are in my favor.
Okay.
So this being active is also needing you to be aggressive at times and not aggressive at
Mm.
times.
Okay.
What people who want to use equity to do wonders for them
Mm.
through compounding must remember. These people must remember that the difference between being aggressive all the time and being selectively aggressive, because that really has a huge bearing on the end outcome.
Mm.
So that is something you should remember if you want equity to play a more aggressive part in
Mm.
your journey towards financial freedom.
Okay. Starting early, investing actively in equities, avoiding mistakes, and being able to envision yourself reaching your financial freedom target is what will help you bridge the gap between aspiration and achievement. Thanks for watching. Wish you all a very, very happy Independence Day. See you in the next episode of Decode.